Just as with table options, for chart options we have replicated as many options as we could see in Office and added some options specific to research. Then we organize them into logical groupings to make it easy to reach and apply them. Let's start with the General tab. Chart type allows us to select from a list of many different chart types natively supported by Rosetta. If a chart you need to use is not in this list, it still can be used via Rosetta's bind feature, which is discussed in a different topic. We have many of the familiar Office controls. If we select a 3D chart, we see that we have many 3D controls to choose from. We can display base size, define some text to prepend before the base. We can flip the order of the axes. We have width control. By default, Rosetta is not going to include total rows or stat rows in charting, although you can select to include them. We have size and position controls. We have the option to show a data table in addition to the chart, and various text formatting controls for that as well. If we go to the Titles tab, we see we have various title control, and we have the ability to change and format the text for these as well. The Axes tab gives us various control over the fonts for both axes, tick mark labels, number formatting, decimals, text alignment, and primary axis control. We also have the ability to control the y-axis scaling. We can allow Rosetta to do this automatically, or we can specify specific values. If we move on to the Legend tab, here we can decide whether to include or not include a legend. We have control over the positioning of the legend, the normal font controls, as well as border options. With data labels, we have the ability to decide what exactly to show. We have font formatting options, and we have market research specific significance character control. If we decide to include the significance letters, we have various controls over that formatting as well. If we would like to further refine the formatting, we are able to control the font color as well as the font type, style, and size. If the chart type we have selected provides for it, we're able to control the positioning of the value label. In the grid line tabs, we're able to control various formatting elements of the grid lines. And we also have fill effects. We are able to enable rounding and thus round to various decimal places. Perhaps most importantly, we have many controls over colors in charts. You can see here that we have color control over all the various chart areas. We have control over the line style and line weight. If we click on Enable Color Control, Rosetta will be able to pull from these 16 colors when creating charts. If we double click into this, we can see that we have the basic colors as well as 16 custom colors which we're able to define. If we now click OK, we see the preview has now updated to reflect the new chart type and colors that we've selected via chart options. Let's go a little deeper into color controls. We'll cover these a bit more thoroughly in a separate topic. Custom colors are defined in the presentation options form, and you're able to define colors using the exact RGB values as well as the standard slider and rainbow boxes. You can even save various palettes which we can import and export. The number of colors we can control in Office is a limitation of Office itself. Color maps is another dimension to color controls. Color maps allows us to define specific colors to use based on text matching. What we have here is a search for Coca-Cola, case sensitive matching on the whole phrase. When Rosetta finds Coca-Cola, it will apply very specific color settings which can be controlled separately based on charts or tables to specific elements of charts and tables. Again, you can also import and export these, easily sharing them. You can also include a PowerPoint design template and have color controls via that. We'll cover more of these presentation options and also get deeper into color controls in separate topics. Just as you can do with tables, you're able to take a chart and instantly create a template by dragging and dropping. We'll name this Great Chart, and just as with tables, you're able to create a password or associate hiding properties. We'll create this template and let's apply it to question 2. The T now indicates that this has a template applied. Again, the templates are dynamic, so we can go in and change any of the template properties, and this will instantly update on all items that have this template applied. If we click into this, we'll see that Great Chart indicates that this item has a Great Chart template applied. Again, if we were to go and change any options, the link to the template is now severed and this becomes a custom item. As with tables, you can apply any and all chart options as the default chart options. Rosetta extracts the table options from Office, expands on them, makes them easier to access and apply, and allows you to easily create templates and presentation level options to quickly customize incoming data.